Gets called that because he never talks. Afterward, Stanley asks where he can fill his canteen, but when he uses a boy's real name, the guy pushes him around to remind him to use the nicknames. Then Stanley grabs dinner, which is just beans made in different ways. X-Ray steals some of his food, claiming he deserves it more because Stanley hasn't dug today. The boys ask Stanley why he was sent here, and when he answers he stole famous shoes, Zero shocks everyone by asking him if they had stars on them. As Stanley confirms it, he remembers part of the trial, during which the baseball star explained he grew up in an orphanage and that's why he donated to charity, calling Stanley a fake fan. Late in the evening, Stanley can't sleep and remembers that his grandfather claims the family is cursed. That's why Stanley III never is successful with his inventions. Even Stanley I was unlucky. He made a fortune in the stock market but was killed by an infamous criminal known as Kissing Kate. She got that nickname because she would kiss her victims after killing them, leaving bright lipstick on their faces. However, she didn't kiss Stanley, she just took his treasure chest and left him stranded in the desert. The next morning, the boys are woken up when it's still dark to start working. Everyone gets a tortilla for breakfast and a shovel, but when Stanley grabs one, X-Ray pushes him and takes it from him. It turns out X-Ray's shovel is shorter and doesn't let anyone else use it. When they arrive at the digging spot, Mr. Sir explains to Stanley that if he finds anything interesting while digging, then he must report it, and if the warden likes it then he gets the day off. However, Mr. Sir claims that they aren't digging for anything in particular, it's only to build character. All the boys get to work and when they throw the dirt, sometimes it falls into another hole. Stanley tries to ask them to be careful, but the boys just laugh at him while Stanley works on his hole. He thinks about the curse again. His ancestor Elia worked in a pig farm and fell in love with the boss's daughter Myra. He visited the local fortune teller Madame Zeroni to learn how to win the girl's heart, but Zeroni told him to forget about the girl and travel to America to meet his fate. Elia didn't give up and asked his boss for Myra's hand. However, there was another candidate offering a huge pig as dowry and Elia was turned down. He returned to Zeroni, who finally took pity on him and taught him a trick. Elia had to take a small piglet up the mountain every day to drink from the stream while Elia sang a tune for it.